bird.
Who have we got here? I bet the ravens stole. An ancient. There used to be some. There's nothing about the well. There's nothing about the. Apparently, if you were to guide, judging by its. The floor here is.
I did it.
And now the boots look like boots should. Dirty.
What did I accomplish with that?
Lewis toolbar. Huh. I don't need any more. Huh, but who drove them? I don't even. My knowledge of the best of British.
Wait, I'm sorry. Were you dissing wheels?
It seems.
Why would you diss wheel? How? Okay, I'm sorry. How did I take that giant ladder and just stick it in my pocket? Like, a lot of this stuff is BS, but whatever. I'll forgive it. But this ladder, I draw the line.
That's probably probably an old wooden. I don't want to go up there. The gate must have been. Hey, Lewis.
Hey.
You again? I thought you'd been thrown out.
Lady Victoria gave me permission to have a look around the castle and the gardens.
How nice of her. What do you want?
What can you tell me about the castle?
Nothing. A big, ugly building.
With an overgrown garden.
What have I got to do with that?
Aren't you the gardener?
My garden's a few 100 miles west of here.
In Wales.
That's right.
So you just do the bare minimum here, if at all.
The garden's too big for one man alone, and what's the point in looking after it? This whole place is doomed. The house is falling apart. The lady won't live for much longer. Bates is as good as dead.
Don't you dare speak about Bates that way.
Will return to Wales when Lady Victoria dies.
Perhaps.
That's a nice car.
Certainly is. The only decent surprise here. I discovered it behind the stables and built it back up from scratch. My father used to work on a car like this, and he taught me quite a bit.
Do you sometimes take it out for a spin? To the coast, for example?
I drive the ladies. They used to still have bloody horses in the stable, but looking after them was too much effort for the old folks. Now, this is the only pair of wheels. But the ladies don't leave the house much at all. Bates usually walks to the village. He says it's good for his health. But every time it takes a bit longer.
One at
Aww.
the coast with the car this morning.
No.
What can you tell me about Lady Eleanor?
If you want to know something about Lady Eleanor, then you better ask Lady Eleanor. She's her own favorite subject.
You mean she's egotistical?
She threw everything away and fled here in a mad rush after Sir Richard died. Who does such a thing?
The castle and the garden in Wales reminded her of her dead husband.
And she should have thought of the family history. You don't just give up an house where generations have lived and worked.
How did her husband die?
He blew himself up, did all kinds of strange experiments. In the last years, he became obsessed with uncovering the secret of what drove Sir William and his sons insane. He hardly left his lab anymore, and collapsed in exhaustion more than once. Her ladyship was very worried.
Bates seems
Wait,
to be
was I
very
having a bribe option for a
He's
second?
terminally ill. The doctors say it's a miracle he's still alive. But let me tell you, Bates will kick the bucket on the very same day that Lady Victoria dies. Like a dog that follows its master. I think he just finds it unfitting to die before his mistress.
He says he's worked for the Gordons for more than 70 years and that he knows all their secrets.
I'd believe that at the drop of a hat. No one knows the castle and garden better than him. But when it gets to his own bonds, he's getting forgetful. The loyal soul. That's why they've given him Sally, I think.
What of Sally?
Sally.
The only one in the castle who's not at least 100 and starting to decay.
Is she a good housekeeper?
She's lousy.
She often seems to be in trouble with Bates because of that.
He's the one that chose her, and turned away much better candidates.
Why did he do that?
Yeah, if you're worried about being replaced.
Then you chose the worst possible replacement to stay indispensable yourself.
Okay, that's actually pretty smart. I give him props for that. See, Bates is the best.
Do you believe in ghosts? Some tourists claim they've seen some here.
Oh, yeah, the reputed ghost. They besieged us for weeks on end after Murray planted that rumor. A whole pack of them completely trashed the garden.
Aww.
See you later.
That's not cool.
Not if I see you first.
What? What?
I don't want to go up there. The floor here is rank. There's nothing about the. I bet the raven stole the piece of mosaic.
Okay. Bird?
I'm sure the raven would love this shiny spoon, but if I just put it down somewhere, I wouldn't have enough time to get the piece of mosaic, and I'm sure he's not gonna give it to me in gratitude for the spoon. I knotted the spoon to the thread. You're not gonna free that in a hurry. Let's try it.
Yeah.
Look at this. A shiny spoon.
Like it's gonna respond to you saying that?
I bet the ravens. There's nothing about the well that it.
I mean, get on it? I guess that is why I stole the ladder. That makes sense now. That makes sense.
He doesn't like that. I gotta be careful. Ravens have got hard beaks that are as sharp as knives. Excellent. Angelina's mosaic piece.
Cool. You did it. And now it's raining. And,
Piece of mosaic for a spoon. A good deal for me.
you're not gonna react to rain?
Oh, yeah. There's nothing about the. I've got what I.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
An old, original. Looks as if everything. Looks as if everything. Looks as if
What?
everything for a traditional.
Am I supposed to mess with that? No.
It's locked.
I like the staircase. I don't like its location within the room, but I like it.
An old-fashioned. An antique vase. So much for the nakedness in England. 4 naked girls out. So much for the naked. So much for... I can't anywhere else. It's locked.
Why are you so weirded out by naked
I have no idea.
figure, like statues and paintings? Like, have you never heard of just like the classic art things? Like, that's just a thing. Ooh.
I wonder what was going on with that mirror down there in the hall. I'll probably collapse.
Also, this bathroom is ridiculous.
Pile of towels. A pile of towels. That is... curtains in the bath. A
Yeah?
chandelier in a bathroom. Lots of roofs. What an effort.
I mean, I would never diss curtains for being in a bathroom. Like,
50 years ago.
maybe sometimes you want to feel even more private. Or if you're taking a bath and you don't want sun directly in your eyes and you don't have blinds, like what? Like, maybe question the chandelier, but not the curtains.
I can't see anything unusual, apart from the fact that the a lion's head, powder, makeup, and so on.
Okay, so there's a missing receptacle. Or, not receptacle, what am I doing? A missing plug for the bath.
The floor is more. The floor is more. There's some letters engraved in the stone plate. Wait a minute. The first name is Maximilian Mortimer Gordon. Does that mean?
Go to the grave. Didn't I rob his grave in the first game?
Huh. I can't hear anything. And it would be an ideal hiding place for a piece of mosaic.
Oh.
As long as the ladies are sitting in the hall, I can't search for the piece of mosaic under. I'm almost certain that...
Huh. Okay, so I need to distract them. I mean, is tea ready? Because, like, they're gonna go have tea.
You've only been living here a few years, Lady Eleanor?
That's right. I didn't want to live alone in a big house after my husband died.
So you moved in with your relatives in Willow Creek and brought Lewis with you?
Lewis was our gardener in Wales. He is sometimes a bit difficult, but I didn't have the heart to lay him off. I offered him to come with me and look after the garden here.
Which he doesn't seem to do.
Well, he didn't cope very well with having to leave his garden and his home in Wales.
What's behind the closed door over there?
There was a terrible fire here 24 years ago. Samuel's wife Catherine lost her life. That wing has been closed off since then. Too many memories, I think.
Did the fire start on the ground floor?
No, on the first floor. The ground floor was mostly spared as far as I know. But even the rooms below those destroyed in the fire remain closed. Bates and Victoria make sure that no one goes into them.
I see. Was anyone else injured or killed?
One of the cooks was injured, as far as I know. She wanted to help and was badly burned.
Tell me about your estate in Wales.
It's a lovely castle. Not as big or old as this one. I haven't been back since we left. I'm afraid it's probably in a terrible condition. And the marsh has probably spread even further. It's terrible. I couldn't stomach seeing our home like that. We had many happy years there.
When did your husband die?
A
Aww.
few years ago, Sir Richard, my husband, was a scientist. He did his experiments in a summer house. I used to joke that he would blow himself up one day. I didn't really believe that that's exactly what would happen.
I'm willing to bet that I was imprisoned in Lady Eleanor's castle. It all fits together perfectly. And the phone call would suggest that it wasn't chosen at random. Did she make her old estate available for the order to use?
Oh, they did say the old lady
Lewis is here
in
of
a
his own free
not
will.
as nice way.
I don't understand why he doesn't give this new life a go.
You are young, Mr. Falk. You don't know what it's like having to leave your home behind you. Lewis's roots are in Wales. A tree withers without roots.
Why doesn't he go back then?
I've suggested it to him. I promised him a small amount of money to start him off. First, I thought he would do it. But then he stayed after all.
Strange.
He's a complicated man. He's been working for me for over 20 years, but I still don't have the feeling that I actually know him. I think he blames me for his unhappiness. He only ever speaks to me if it can't be avoided, and I can see that hate in his eyes.
Oh, that's a bit much.
What kind of research was Sir Richard doing?
He had very diverse interests. After the tragedy 12 years ago, he was mainly concerned with, well, with blood.
With blood.
He was convinced that the Gordons' blood must somehow be different from that of other people. I think he was looking for a scientific explanation for all of the misery that has accompanied the family for hundreds of years.
A curse in a test tube.
Insanity is hereditary, as you may know. Why not misfortune?
Or the misfortune is only the result of the hallucinations. That explains what Angelina was looking for in Wales. She was hoping that Richard had found out something interesting before he died. I'm going to have another look around. Goodbye, Lady Eleanor.
It's nice to see another face in this house.
Is it? Is it? Or do you want to murder my face? How do you view my face? You concern me slightly. Also, I like the added detail that he is now wet. It's a good touch.
Huh. I could ring for tea time.
But won't, like, she's right here. Won't Sally be like, hey, what are you doing?
Don't touch! Please excuse me, but this teapot is very old, and Bates has told me many times that I must look after it carefully. He's just popped down to the village to get some tea. We've run out.
There's no
How do
more
you
tea.
run out of tea?
I didn't even think that would be possible in an English castle.
Bates said that the tea had gone bad. He got rid of it.
Huh.
Oh.
Boy, he needed an excuse to go to the village.
Oh. Possibly that. Huh. Okay. Well, what do I do now? Do I go to the village? Do I stay here?
Let's see.
Young man,
Sorry.
it's not befitting, even for a policeman to eavesdrop behind closed doors.
I mean, it's not a closed
I didn't mean
door.
To, pardon me. Were they talking about me? But should Lady Victoria, of all people, cooperate with the Order? She's got more of a reason than anyone else to want to put an end to the curse.
Go upstairs and listen on the phone.
Old-fashioned telephone. An old-fashioned...
Oh my god, no, just pick it up.
An old-fashioned...
Don't you know how things
So much for
work?
the naked. The door.
How do I get this boy? God. Oh, that's not what I do. Okay. Man, I'm evil.
Ah, what a mess.
Evil. Wait, I what? Oh, no. I don't know what I'm even doing. Okay.
Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Is it?
Lewis seems to take care of his car rather better than the garden.
That's for sure. Ever since I've been here, he's been doing something to it nearly every day. And when he's not fixing it, he's either polishing or driving around in it.
Has he driven it this morning?
This morning? Yeah, he did. I heard him starting it up. You can't help but hear that.
But you didn't see him.
I know exactly what that car sounds like. When he's working on it, he must start it something like 20 times a day.
But you weren't able to see whether or not Lewis or somebody else was driving it.
Lewis is the only one who drives that car.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you know what's behind the locked door in the hall?
I've asked myself that question too. But you can't get a thing out of Bates about it. Once, he got me listening at the door. He gave me such a telling off, like nothing I'd ever known before. He was so mad, he nearly collapsed. He was coughing blood and I had to hold him up. I've been giving the door a wide berth since then.
Hmm.
I've got to find out what's behind that door. The rooms there would be an ideal hiding place for one of the mosaic tiles. Lewis said that Bates selected you for the position, not her ladyship.
Yeah, that's right. There were a few candidates. The cleverest ones made for the exit as soon as they reached the gate. But if I was being honest, I thought that out of those I met, there were a few of them who were better suited to the job than I was. I was a bit surprised when he chose me.
He must have been impressed by your hidden qualities.
Yeah, and so now, all he does is moan about everything. He spends the whole day creeping about after me. Sally, do this, do that, don't do that. Like being in school.
We would not have
I
been
noticed
friends.
that the bathroom floor up there is extremely dirty.
What? Not again.
It looks like boot prints.
I've told Lewis a million times he shouldn't come through the house in his muddy boots. Damn it. I better clean that up before the old git notices it. Otherwise, he'll have me cleaning it again and again and again.
Oh, she is running. Okay.
Sally is distracted. And then I'll try to work out.
Wait, okay. I take it to the library?
side table with a tea service on it.
Teapot. I'm a little
So, the
teapot,
teapot and
short
service are already
and
in
stout.
place.
Here
Now we
is
just
my
need some tea.
handle, here
It'll be
is my
dangerous for me
spout.
in the village. The order
When
will
I get
definitely be
all
looking for
steamed
me
up,
there.
hear
But
me
it'd be a
shout.
good opportunity
Tip
to see if Bates
me
is
over
coming to
and
alert the
pour
group.
me
We're
out.
gonna have to go back to the
I
village and
don't,
get some
I don't know,
tea.
I don't know why. I don't know
Before I
why.
enter the
It's,
lion's
I'm
den,
recording this at midnight.
I'll use
I've been up
caution.
since
It'd be best if
7
I
a.m.
avoid the entire Then I can walk
had
back to
an
the
all day
square in
shoot.
relative peace.
Very tired. Oh god. Wait, I was calling someone? Okay, cool. Love it. So glad.
Murray? Hello. Darren Michaels here. Oh, I'll be leaving today. I'll be at the hotel in about half an hour. No, I just wanted to let you know so you can write the bill. Nothing to pay? Oh, right. I paid in advance. Never mind. Now you know. See you in half an hour, Murray. See you soon. Okay, so Murray knows. If I'm not completely mistaken, most of the order will be waiting for me at the hotel in half an hour. To the village.
I'm sorry, I was singing. Why am I telling them where what?
The guy who built this castle had weird taste.
Thank you for pointing that out.
The view would be great from up there. The tower seems to have windows on every side.
That tower is much shorter than it was.
Looks as if the ivy is killed quite convenient. Perhaps it used to be The castle looks that way leads me. I don't think I'm gonna.
Okay. Oh wait, I could just...
Let's see what he's really up to.
Or I'll do it like this.
I thought so. I hardly believed he was shopping at the library.
Maybe the man wants some books.
Damn it, Tom's here again. So Bates has got something to do with the order. I gotta get closer, but better around the outside.
Gelva, but you are generously compensated.
Yeah. You know exactly how much I need this bloody compensation.
I will not tolerate that tone of voice. You know.
All right, man. I'll go and look for her.
Thank you very much.
Interesting.
Take the chili. Take the chili.
Huh. Stall it all the better.
Yeah, but chili. I actually don't remember the last time I had chili.
Damn. No one's gonna get a tea in this dump of a place. They have to get inside.
I mean, I still have a lockpick.
How fitting. The same principle.
Oh, but this was hard. I don't even remember. Yeah.
Damn. The wire snapped.
Convenient.
Well, I've seen maybe Tom. Photos of impressive.
Who has the high score and
pinball.
defeat it?
First, second, and so. Interesting. Ah, there's
Why is it just
now.
a what?
At first, a map looks like the mainly. Honestly, if I remember, the Brits seem. I guess maybe.
I have tea.
She's so busy at the moment.
Okay. I guess I'll put the tea. How far is this village. Like, the castle looks really rural, but they treat it like it's just down the street.
Everything's ready. I'll just let Sally.
Oh, now I talk to Sally. Hey.
Good day, Sally.
Yes?
Sally, Bates has asked me to tell you that you can announce tea time today. Now all we're missing is the hot water.
Oh, so I'm good enough for that now, am I?
He was rather exhausted after doing the shopping.
No wonder. I don't understand why he simply didn't tell Lewis to go.
I do.
Oh my god! Oh, that's funny. That is funny.
Ornate fence or some kind of bear. There's an ornate fence. I'm almost certain. I don't think the ladies know. You'd hear that through the castle.
Oh, I guess you would.
The knife would bend before. There's an ornate fence or some kind of barrier.
Bread? No. Do I really not?
That's taking it a bit far. I'm almost certain there's a secret
Her?
stone slab. But how can I get to it?
Oh. Right idea, wrong place. Okay, okay. Hey, ghost. Do you got your nose? Oh, you idiot. Why would you do that? Also, even if you think it's a ghost, like, a ghost is not non-corporeal. Like, why would you punch it?
Insanity is hereditary.
Or you're just an idiot.
But Samuel had a book in his hand.
Smash it. No?
What's wrong with me? Samuel had a book in his hand.
Oh, he was pointing to that tile. That's what I...
It won't move at all.
Well, smash it. Oh, that's a big hammer.
Whoa. There's a cavity behind it.
Okay.
A handwritten page from a book. It looks like it's from William Gordon's diary, with additions from his grandson, Samuel. As far as I know, they both fell from one of the castle towers. Now, did Samuel rip out the page and hide it first? But then, why? There are lots of little pyramids, or triangles scribbled on the page in a circle. 3 of them have been crossed out.
Okay.
Now, I've seen. I'm almost certain there's a. They seem to be the same pyramids that are in. Let's see. You can push them in.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Most of the ripped out.
1, 2. Okay. So do you come back? Little pyramids. Did I need to have left the thing?
I knew it. A secret the second piece of mosaic.
Yes.
What are you doing there, sir?
I was just looking at this space here. Unusual, isn't it?
Indeed it is. There was always a stone slab there before.
Perhaps someone removed it.
I will
It's
ask
literally hanging open. It's you can see it. You can see it right there. You know what just happened.
That was close.
Lady Victoria, I've just returned from the village and I thought you might like to know.
Very good, Bates. Take a break for half an hour. No debate now.
You take a break, Bates. I still love you. I'm hopeful that you're not a villain. I'm not sure, but like I can still hope. I'm gonna go talk to you though.
Mr. Bates?
Yes?
Hey. I will chat with you next time. Bye. No, I won't.
I've noticed a huge locked door on the ground floor.
I'd keep away from that, sir.
Why?
There was fire in the rooms through there some years ago. The damage was never properly repaired. The walls have been ruined by rainwater, and the beams have been rotting for 20 years or more. I think you'd risk your life going into that wing of the house.
But what if I want to?
Lady Victoria.
Yes, sir?
She seems to me to be rather bitter.
She is a dignified old lady who has to bear a greater burden than I would wish for her.
The death of her husband and her 2 sons, the murders, the castle's decline, the end of the family line.
You said
Jesus. You did say it, but why'd you have to say it like that?
What can you tell me about Lady Eleanor?
If you want to know something, why don't you ask her yourself?
I'd like to hear your opinion. Why do you think she brought Lewis here with her, after her husband's death?
And what do you mean by that, sir? Really now? I ask you, sir. Lady Eleanor is a lady, and she treats her servants accordingly. Lewis would have been unable to get a new position. He's simply too old. We can offer him a form of retirement here.
But neither Lewis nor Lady Eleanor give the impression of being happy with the arrangement. You could maybe even believe that she owes him something.
I would be aware of that, and I can tell you that your surmising is incorrect.
Are you not feeling too well, Mr. Bates?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
Perhaps you should have a lie down.
I'll have a lie down when I have time to do so. The work won't get done on its own.
Sally could do it.
I doubt that very much.
Well.
That must have been quite some fire to destroy the wing like that.
It was a dreadful tragedy, such as we've already suffered too many times here. It must now be 24 years ago. Master Samuel and his enchanting wife Catherine were just married and had only recently moved into the castle. We were hoping that he would one day take over the castle from his father and give us a a son and heir. But then,
Why's it gotta be a
not
son?
even been here for 6 months, there was a fire.
Did anyone know how the fire started?
No. Master Samuel lost his wife in the fire, and then vanished for the next 12 years. He'd been deeply wounded by the events.
Likely story. I'm kidding.
I don't think too much of her work.
So why do you employ him?
It wasn't my idea. Her ladyship insisted that they should employ
Not a great choice, apparently.
It won't last long. She'll soon have enough and then disappear.
Were there any other victims of the fire? Anyone injured, perhaps?
Our cook at the time was the first to discover the fire and tried to pull young Mrs. Gordon from the flames. She became trapped by the flames and would have burnt to death had she not saved herself by leaping out of a window. But she injured her back very badly and had to leave us after that. Why are you interested in things which happened here so many years ago?
Well, the young lady at the lighthouse was also burnt.
I find the connection rather stretched.
Fair.
What kind of a man was he, this Samuel Gordon?
His father sent him off to boarding school early since he was a very obstinate, wild child. His behavior improved at the school. The teachers described him as an alert, intelligent, and friendly boy, and in the holidays we found him so too. He got to know Miss Catherine after being at school. A wonderful, good-hearted woman. They were married and seemed to have found a perfect happiness.
What do you mean, seemed?
Well, there were some arguments when they lived here.
Was he violent?
To her, I don't really know, but I fear he may have been. Miss Catherine was unhappy, and if there hadn't been some wonderful times every now and again, then she perhaps would have left him. It could have been noticeable to us at that time. The two faces of Samuel Gordon. On the one hand, the loving, caring husband, and on the other, the arrogant and brutish young man. After his wife's death, this nasty side of him seemed to disappear. He never visited us. However, common acquaintances described him as a profoundly sad and broken man.
That is, until he returned and slaughtered some innocent people.
It's terrible.
You attract more flies with honey over vinegar. Why won't these protagonists learn that?
I'll catch you later, Vince.
Goodbye, son.
Okay. Well, I shall continue this next time. Bye! Shout out and thank you to all my Patreon supporters. Thank you! If you'd like to support the show, check out my Patreon page and my Redbubble store. Links are included in the description down below. That's right, I got swag. Swag is in merch, not swag as in swagger. I'm still a nerd. Thanks for tuning in. Bye!